Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sika, and on this channel you are going to learn about financial literacy, how businesses work, and how you can start your business, and so many things that you will desire into your business. You do well to subscribe to wait for more valued videos such as this in the near future, right? And in today's video, I wish to talk about one thing that is really very important. One of the countries that is part of the giants of Africa, right? I want to talk about a country which has been renowned for so many good things. When you go to Tanzania, you find one of the tallest mountains in the world. You'll find Mountain Kilimanjaro there, and you'll find so many guys that are renowned all over the world. And this country has also been known for several things, and especially it has been known as a country that does good in business, as a country that knows how to relate with so many other countries, and also as a country which is currently doing okay in terms of business as compared to our country Zambia and few other countries in Africa. And that's why in today's video I want us to talk about what is it exactly that these guys from Tanzania do in their businesses. I've been there in Tanzania several times, and I've done business in Tanzania so many times, and I want to share with you several things that I've learned from those people that are actually from Tanzania and those people that I found in Tanzania there. And I want to show you guys one of the traits, some of the things that I believe myself have made these people great in terms of doing business, right? So without further ado, let us jump into the video. The first reason why I feel Tanzania is doing great and is doing better more than other countries in Africa, the historical background of Tanzania in terms of businesses. Tanzania was actually at some point was actually colonized by Germany, right? And one of the things that actually these other colonials taught other countries is actually to fight for white-collar jobs, right? And that's why when you come into Zambia, people are so much prone to white-collar jobs. They really love those jobs. Like for you to be counted that you're actually doing great in the country, you're supposed to have a job. That's how our country is, Zambia, right? Like if you're actually doing a small business, and people may not really consider you as actually working. So for them to actually consider you as working, you have to be at least in service, like you have to be working for the government, right? And this as an historical trace that we can trace it back in those times where the British were actually ruling country Zambia, and they taught our people that the only thing that was important is to fight for white-collar jobs. And this was done because these British wanted to take superiority over the Africans so that they can create segregation among the people. And that's why they did that, right? And that's why they changed the narrative. When you go to history, like, people started thinking the only thing they need is to just actually have a white-collar job. And this has affected our country Zambia for quite a long period of time. Even as we stand right now, this has always remained. And many people, once they graduated from their high school, once they graduated from their work, the only thing they could think about was actually to venture into white-collar jobs, as opposed to the country Tanzania. The historical background of this country, right? It was once colonized by Germany, and that's why it was taught some productivities. You see, and that's why this time you can find a lot of stuffs have been produced from Tanzania, right? And that's why when you enter into Tanzania, the first spirit that you're going to sense around those people is that those people are business-minded. Why? Because of the Germans that they actually taught them productivity, right? So this is one of the reasons why Tanzania is actually doing great more than other countries, and countries like Zambia, right? Number two, if you've actually visited Tanzania, you find that many businesses, those people, they actually run those businesses with their wife, okay? They run those businesses with their wife. Now, when you come to our country, there is a problem somewhere, right? Our men in our country, they don't, few are the people that prefer to actually work with their wives. I've seen several businesses where when the owner dies, the business will also die. Why? Because when you're working, you don't actually involve the family. It could be children, it could be also your wife, right? So now when you go to Tanzania, the first thing that you are going to sense is that those guys, you enter a shop, they are workers, but you also find the wife is also there. The wife is also working. The wife knows how that business runs. The wife knows how cash flows in and out. The wife knows how to order stuffs. The wife knows everything around the premises, everything around the company or the shop that you enter into. But when you come in other countries, this is different, right? Let me give you an example. I was talking to somebody like, why is it like this in our country? Like many women do not actually work with their husbands, you know? Why is it like that? Then somebody gave me one reason which I thought was valid. Somebody says the only reason why this is like this is because once you take your wife, you put them in a shop, you put them in your company, the first thing that they want to do is to actually show off, right? They want to show off to their family that they are now happening. So that's why they would want to send a lot of money to their they want to send money to their relatives. They want to show those people that they're actually happening. They found a man who is actually doing great. But it's not like that with Tanzania. When you marry, I also talked to somebody who's from Tanzania. Like I was asking them, why is it like their wives are so cooperated with them? They told me to say, you know what, our wives, you marry a wife from Tanzania, the first thing that they'll think about, no matter how young that wife is, in their young age, the first thing they'll concentrate on is to build your lives, the both of you, right? You first build the lives of the both of you, right? That's the first thing that they actually concentrate about. Like first you put yourselves together as a family, as a new couple, so that you can build yourselves together. But the problem with your Zambian women is that they want to actually, when they see you that you're happening, they want to show off from the families where they're coming from, right? Which is a very, very big problem. And this has affected us. And that's why many other businesses, they actually die. Our women, most of the times, they think to say, when they find the man must just be giving money, must just be giving money. And that's a mentality. And when someone gets into marriage with somebody, and if they have to build a business together, they fail, because in their mind, the only thing that is there is that I get money and do what I want. I get money, I spend it. I get money and do that. But if the mentality is changed, then you give a room for yourselves as a couple to actually build a business together, right? So if you can actually concentrate on yourselves as a couple, and like those other expenses, those other show off, and you actually build yourselves together, this could be a great start, and you can actually build generational wealth. Because what we need is not just our wealth to feel good when you're still around, but what we need is to actually build wealth that will actually outlive the generations, right? And this is what the guys from Tanzania do. Do the same with the children. You find the children are there. Like many of the guys, many of the children there, most of them are not even educated. I've visited several friends, like I've visited several shops. You'll find that the children are there, they are working and all that stuff, but they can barely speak English, but they have money. You get it? They have money, right? And that's what matters. It's money, because that's life, okay? That's how life is. You know, life is better with money. That's the thing, right? So it's better you have money than you have education. What is it that you have education and then you don't have money? You see that? So according to the society we are living in, you remain useless. That's the thing. So it's better to actually master the codes of business, and like mastering the codes of books, biologies and all that stuff. I'm not saying those things are bad. Those things are good, but you actually need the business mindset. That's what I'm talking about. The other reason why these guys are actually doing great, they are actually not smart, right? And what I mean is, they're actually not smart when you look at them, but they have sharp minds, right? Countries like Zambia, when you come to Zambia, you find a young boy, a young lady, a young woman, a young man. They're actually too smart to handle just a simple tasks, to handle just simple things, you know? Like, they are very smart. They can't touch, they can't touch dirty, right? But they say dirty hands is a sign of clean money. That's the thing. And those guys, they're actually not so smart like these other people are, right? So they don't look down on jobs. Them, they're not like that. When they look at job, they actually do it as long as it's giving them something, as long as it's giving them money. I was so surprised and shocked to learn that people that are actually moving with wheelbarrows, carrying luggages for people, they've actually built very nice houses when you visit them in their homes, right? And that's how things are, you see. But when you come to our country, Zambia, most of the people, they're actually too smart for some jobs. And this keeps us poor and we become bad when it comes to dealing with business. Business does not really require so smart people. It only requires smart people. You must never be too smart to do a job. You must never be too smart to strike a deal, right? Be smart in your mind and not be smart in your behavior, like that, in terms of business, like how I explained it, right? Point number 4, those guys, they value money. They really value money. If you've actually done a business with a person from Tanzania, you'll learn that they actually value money, right? They know the value of a coin. They know a value of the smallest penny. You see, everything there, every dime is counted for. One of the friends there, a business partner, told me to say, you know what, Sika? When you have put someone, working with someone, you must make sure that even a 5 kwacha, it's actually money. The problem you have, you Zambians, you feel that those small money have no value. And that's why when somebody has made a loss of a 5 kwacha, you can't really count it. You know, you overripe it. But you need to know that whatever penny which is taken away from you, that's also counting. Okay? So they also further said, if you actually check them very well, you'll find that even when it comes to discounts, to just give you a discount of a 1 kwacha, those guys, I'm telling you, those guys, they actually value money. So value money. Don't spend it anyhow. Know that that money has got value, right? The other point is that those guys, they actually know how to talk to people. They are not really arrogant. They are not arrogant people. They actually know how to talk to customers. If you actually visit them and you want to buy something from them, unless you've not gone there, but otherwise when they see you, they'll talk to you in a way that it will be possible for you to make a deal with them, right? So those guys are too smart with handling people, with handling customers. They actually know how to talk to people very well and very nice, right? And when you're talking to them, you feel comfortable, you feel nice. And that's how those people are. They are very welcoming. You know, you can receive you as a customer. You are just a customer. You've gone there to buy something. They, okay, come here. They put you down. They buy you a drink. They buy you food to eat. You see that? So that the deal can run nice. You see? And once you're bought, you've been given drink to drink, and you've also been bought food to eat. Actually, it's very, very difficult for you to deny doing business with them. So they actually know how to talk to people. The other thing also is that these guys are united. Very united. Like if they find someone somewhere else who is speaking Swahili, that one becomes a family. And that's why they actually have very good deals, because they know that that one is family. I was recent in the bush where I was doing my business. And then I discovered that one truck had a breakdown and I had to park it on the road. Then people could come from Tanzania, a lot of trucks from Tanzania, they could park there, give them money. You see that? They found their friends in Zambia. So they are passing, they are seeing a friend as a breakdown with a truck. And someone from Tanzania, once they recognize that truck is from Tanzania, they'll park and they give that person money. They'll give that person food. And some people will even stay there with their trucks to wait for the truck to be fixed, so that they turn on the Lord and they start moving together. Those are things that I've seen with my eyes. So those people are actually very, very united. And this actually makes them very successful. And these are the points that makes them successful. If you found this video very helpful, you need to subscribe, you need to like and share this video. Why am I talking about this? You can learn from Tanzanians and you can also make a better change. For now, it's bye-bye.